you?
Same.
Lock in.
I wish I could nap after.
You got name cards to print.
Better get to work.
Hey, we
Better get to
offered.
work.
I cannot believe that happened. Remy, they looked beautiful.
Would you use Sharpie?
No, we were making name cards for the wedding where it has like everybody's name and then it says their table number, everything like that. And we put them in the printer. It was like these really nice name cards, whatever. We printed them all and they were crisp. They were clean.
And where'd you print it from? FedEx? Like where?
At my house.
At your house,
I'm
okay.
individually printing.
DIY.
Okay, and then
Okay, don't. No. I don't
okay,
wanna hear that.
and then what else did we do?
It took 5 hours to do this, by the way.
Okay.
Printing them out, they looked beautiful, and then they started drying, and they dried overnight. And we woke up this morning. They turned into bubble letter. They were bleeding. All the font is just like blended into like the table where it says table and then the number. You can't. It's not even.
It's like your dragon
It's
tattoo.
a game, though. Maybe it's a game for everybody.
Yeah.
Prizes.
But yeah, it was frustrating. So I overnighted new place card sheets, and then right after this, we're gonna go print them again.
But you're printing? You're doing the same thing. You're doing it the same way again.
So the first paper that we got, like the name card sheet, it had a little bit of like a matte sheen finish to the paper. It wasn't like a normal like paper.
Got it.
So that's why it didn't like set into it and it started spreading.
Yes. Okay.
So I got new ones that are like just straight paper, so it should be good.
Got
You
it.
should do
Okay.
a test.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, are they at your house right now?
Yeah, they
Maybe
just
Mariah can
came.
do one while you're here, so that by the time you get home after
Right.
this, we'll see if it bleeds or not.
Mm-hmm.
What's this printer that you guys are like? What is the?
So it's just a normal like
I have
Canon
a Cricket.
printer.
Do you want to use my Cricket?
It's a Cricut.
You don't know what a Cricket is?
No.
You should use my Cricket. It's like one of those things that you can use
Sounds like
to
an
like
ad.
do so much stuff. Like you can use it to cut out like through their portal. Like you can do
Okay.
like my Sunny Angels. The girl used a Cricket for that. Like you can do literally whatever, but you can put a
Oh.
pen in and it can calligraphy for you.
Oh,
You should use my
wow.
Cricket.
Crazy.
I have
So
so many
weird.
more questions to
Go ahead,
ask.
go ahead.
Okay. Let's roll the intro and
Okay.
then we're gonna get into
Perfect.
it.
You ready?
Beautiful.
Hit it.
I'm Zane. I'm Heath.
I'm Remy. I'm Alisha.
Hey guys, welcome back to Basically Unfiltered. I'm Remy.
I'm Alisha.
I'm Zane.
And I'm getting married. So it wasn't the printer it was just the paper.
Fire the paper.
I will say,
It's gone.
and we can cut this if you want to, but by the time this episode comes out, you will be a married man.
I know.
And our beautiful editor will be a married
Oh my
woman.
God! This is the last time you'll be seeing Heath as a single man or as an unmarried man.
Crazy. It's all like it's really setting in now because we leave first thing in the morning tomorrow.
Oh my god.
So like packing tonight.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy.
I'm so excited.
Me too.
Do you have butterflies?
It's not butter. It's more sick to my stomach
Okay.
with nerves. But yeah, no, I'm super excited.
It's like your first tour date.
I was telling Mariah, I feel like I have the biggest PowerPoint presentation for like my final grade and I am unprepared.
Have you
Yeah.
had any stress dreams or wedding related dreams?
I haven't.
Oh my god.
No.
I would.
The
I
good
would.
thing about this one's different because you're not trying to impress a bunch of big heads. Like, like you're trying to sell us on something. You know what I mean? We're just there to just enjoy.
But I will say
your-
weddings are the one thing that everybody judges harder than anything. Like as soon as I don't know, food just like wasn't it. Like I don't know. It's just like they could have done something a little different.
There's only one thing I judge, which you're not doing, are speeches.
Okay, good. See, that's why
That's
we're
the
not doing
only
it.
thing I judge at weddings. Whenever I'm listening to speech, I'm just like, let's go.
Okay, like you judge in the moment, or you're like thinking it leaves a lasting impression. Like later on, you're still thinking about it.
I think to me, it's just kind of like, do we need to talk about how you feel about somebody to a whole room full of people? You know what I mean? It's like, I think that's like a private moment.
Yeah.
I've always a private moment, so I really respect
we're-
that. And no shade towards anybody that does this.
We're not doing any like vows that we're like reading to each other up there. We're doing just traditional vows that you would like repeat after the person that's marrying you, things like that. I just wanted it to be like as classic as possible and traditional, religious, and about that, and not necessarily like about having to like do this speech thing. And so we're not doing that, and then we're also not doing like best man, maid of honor speeches or anything like that either. So
There is a God.
Oh.
imagine.
But I already know me drunk.
I was just gonna say-
I got something to say.
I think it's when I know I have to do something, I freak out. But in the moment, I'm like, and I'll do,
You do a whole podcast episode.
Full podcast.
Don't. Please.
I have something to say.
I can't wait. I will say we are, and of course, with the bride and groom's permission,
Yes.
we are doing a Patreon vlog at the wedding,
Yep.
which I am so excited.
I'm excited to watch it too because I want to see what it's like from a guest perspective.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because I'm sure we're going to be running around like freaking out. Our heads are just going to be all over the place. So it's going to be, I'm really excited to see what you guys experience.
Don't worry, I'm gonna try to film you as much as possible, even in like just for everything. Even when you're
Okay.
during the
Doing
wedding, I'm just
amazing,
gonna be like,
sweetie.
he's
Yeah.
gonna
You
want to see
him
this.
walking down the aisle.
Remind me this.
The
Horizontal.
that's
We can
what
get
I
that horizontal for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Speaking of Patreon vlogs, I saw comments from your birthday vlog when you took the camera and went around to everyone and
I
how people were
haven't
dying.
even seen that yet.
Oh my God,
Did you post
so
that
funny.
already?
I posted it.
Got it.
It was so fun. First off, thank you everyone for coming to my birthday dinner. I didn't realize how drunk I got till days later when I was editing the vlog. I was like, oh, I blacked out, but I didn't know. I
You-
thought I was fully aware and conscious the whole time.
Yeah, you've kept a full composure. I wasn't aware that you were like that drunk.
You seemed good at dinner.
Good.
Yeah.
You never take
Good.
shots.
I
and
know.
You were like, what? I took a shot. I was like, oh, Remy.
And
also,
they were big.
maybe-
Yeah, you kept rallying people up to the bar. I was like, oh, she's taking 3 already.
I
But
didn't.
she seems fine.
And they were big.
They were big.
They fill those suckers to the top.
I didn't realize until I was watching back the party bus footage, and I was like, "Oh, I have no recollection of that," or like very, very, very faint. Like I remember being there, but I mean, I had a wonderful time.
You
and
browned out.
I had.
It wasn't a blackout.
Yes,
A
yes,
brown
browned
out.
See,
Oh,
but then,
yeah.
then this is where, because there were like years where I was like, oh, I don't black out. And then I was like, well, if I didn't see photos or videos,
You wouldn't.
I wouldn't have
remember.
remembered it.
That's
like
a black-
the vlog.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not blacking out.
Yeah.
It's crazy though, because it's not like I even drank a ton. I think it's just the fact that I didn't really eat a ton because I was busy socializing.
Yeah.
And then we were taking a lot of shots. So I think that was just the.
But you were trying to look good in that Versace dress, whatever. What was it?
Vivian Westwood.
Vivian Westwood. Yes.
Yes, my favorite clip that I found in the vlog. It really is. It's like reliving it again. That's the beautiful part about
Mm-hmm.
vlogging. At one point, I think I asked you to did I ask you?
To what?
Ask
Get
more
birthday
like,
videos?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Let me tell you exactly how it happened.
I don't remember.
You're like, oh my God, I'm so drunk. You're like, Zane, vlog. And I grabbed it. I was just like, okay, I'm definitely not going to vlog like
Right,
myself. Like, I'm not going to do that. But I was like, what can I do that Remy will wake up to and be like, ah, which was I made everyone else do the work. So I gave the camera to each person. I was like, film something where Remy can wake up to and smile. And
so
they
sweet.
looked at me first like, who the fuck do you think you are? And then they saw the little dangly beads. They were like,
realized
oh
that's
shit, it's Remy's camera. I was like, yeah, that's right. I think out of like the 50 people that were there, I was probably able to execute like 9.5 people
Okay.
to 10. Where
the
I was
best.
able to, I'm not the best, but I was also too scared to go up to certain people. I just felt like they would have like gave me a stink eye. So I was like, I'm gonna go to people that I'm comfortable with, people that were like bright and
Yeah,
open.
good
And I gave them
energy.
the camera. They left a note for
You
Remy.
didn't ask Heath and Mariah to leave a clip.
This was after.
I'm just kidding.
This was after they left. No, I would have went to them first. I was
I
like,
know,
please, I that's 2 people out of the way. What was it? Yeah, they all like vlogged for you. Great videos. I remember like taking the camera back. I was like, these are good stuff.
Thank you so much for
Matt
doing
King
that.
left one. That was really
His was
nice.
so sweet. I
His
saw a
was
TikTok.
so funny. No, I appreciate. Thank you for doing that.
Of course.
I'm sorry I just handed you my camera and said vlog.
And then the other time you went back, you're like, Zane, when's that bus gonna be ready? I was like, got you, girl. I used to do this job. I used to gather
The
troops.
transportation.
Transportation. That was my world. That's what I did before
I
the
don't know
internet.
why I asked you though?
Because I told you I was going to do it. Remember,
Oh,
you're
you
like
did.
planning out all the bars that we're going to. I was like,
Oh,
okay.
yes, that's right. Okay, thank
So
God.
there was like 5 bars.
Zane's got MapQuest
Thank
up.
God.
There was like 5 bars that we're going to go to, right? And then there was one that we were going to start at because apparently this was a good one to start. That's what we were told by people. It was like, okay, we're going to go here first. It was also the furthest one out. And so it would make a fun bus ride for people getting on the bus. They get to experience the bus the longest before the first stop. I'd meet up with a guy, chit chat, get his number, tell him how many people are arriving. I'd stand in front of the bus and count everybody going in.
You were in work mode.
Yeah, no, that's what I used to do. It was literally my only job. Gathered everybody up on the bus, and then I was gonna sit next to him in the passenger seat because usually that's what I would do. But I was like, I don't want to look like I'm
It's like, okay,
myself.
Zane, take Zane up front. You know what? Let me drive. I used to drive. Let me drive.
Let me
Let me
drive.
drive.
That's gonna be your wedding
came out of my
planner
nose.
to Remy and I.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like,
And-
Not on payroll.
And we get there, immediately we walk in, and it's like really packed. And Remy turns around, she's like, do you want to stay or do you want to go? I was like, Remy, whatever you want. It's your birthday. And in my head, I already know what she's going to pick. And then she goes, I think it's time to go.
I literally
We
called
got
that.
our
though.
money's worth. Though.
I called
Yeah.
that. I was
fun.
like, you're gonna, as soon as you go to the first one, you're gonna be like, okay, I'm tired. Let's go.
Okay, from my point of view, first off, it was so funny because editing the vlog clips, they be.
That vlog is going to be like 5 minutes long.
But it was so funny because like sometimes the camera would catch your face and you're in the corner just like watching, and they'd hand it back and you'd be like mad they didn't do a good enough job, or you could just see you being like, no, like keep doing it again. It was so funny.
Not good enough.
That's it.
Yes, it was. He was you're very directorial.
Yeah.
I could tell.
I was like, that was very lazy. Do it again.
you must
Do it
fucking
longer.
hate her. It was
Yeah.
so funny.
And also in my head, I was like, we got to get this to an at least 8 to 10 minute vlog.
Thank you.
We gotta
YouTube.
run mid rolls. Come on, we
Yeah,
gotta
baby,
fill this
we got
bitch
mid rolls.
up.
That
Thank you so much. And then when we got on the bus, I remember you looking at me going, this is what I used to do for work. And I got a clip of me being like, and then the bus just took off.
and then him on the stripper pole. You're like, really?
No, that's what he used to do for work.
I remember there was one point I was like there was a mess somewhere, and I was like, hey, can we use her dress to wipe this up? Because and I forgot she was such a fancy luxurious dress.
And then we get to the bar and we all walk through, and it's like, it is so packed.
You guys went to the West Side, right?
Yes, we went to
We were
Gin
definitely
and
the
Rummy.
oldest people there.
That's the thing. Every time I go out now, I feel like everybody's in college. Like I just feel really old. And I was
Yeah.
standing there in this dress and everyone's wearing jeans and I looked really fucking stupid. I know what you're going to say.
Would you rather be overdressed or underdressed for something like that?
Overdressed.
Underdressed.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, I get so embarrassed when I'm overdressed. There's just something about it. I just feel like I'm not the right personality to becoming overdressed. I just feel like lame.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
feel like I like being perfectly dressed, and that's why I take forever to get dressed, because I'm like, what's the vibe? I don't want to be over. I don't want to be under. I want to be like not
But if
too
you
much.
had to
Yeah.
pick which one?
If I had to pick underdressed.
Really?
Yeah.
There's just something about it. It's like safe.
Never forget when I first started hanging out with Remy and she wanted to go to the West Side. She'd always wear thigh-high boots. So I was like, oh, I guess I'll wear thigh-high boots. And then it took me 2 seconds to sit there and realize, oh my God. Like I didn't want to dance or anything because I was like, I'm too much.
I would obviously rather neither, but overdressed, I'm like, oh, it's my birthday.
And you
or,
could also
I
be
just
like-
wanted to wear this.
I agree. I like being overdressed because then you could still at least be like, oh, these people don't care.
I think
Like,
it looks
I-
better to be overdressed.
I would rather be like, oh, well, you know what? It's I don't know.
Class left at home.
Yeah.
Also, as soon as we hit the first bar, it hit me that, oh, you know what? I should have picked bars that weren't like dive bars. We should have went more for a loungy feel.
No, it was
Because-
great. It was fun.
It like hit me as soon as we walked in and looked at our group and looked at everybody else. I was like, jeans, college students, we probably should have went the other route. And that's why we went home so early.
Oh, it's so fine. I will say, it wasn't even like the attire. I just feel really old at a lot of bars now.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I just don't think I should be here.
Yeah.
And so I was like, let's go home. But they were buying shots already. So they were taking shots. And then Cal told me later that I guess you and him were at the bar and some kid taps Cal. He was like, he had to be like 20. Like he was really young. You could just tell like he was probably a college kid. And he taps Cal and Cal turns around and he goes, hey man, so does Zane have representation? He was like trying to be Zane's manager.
Oh no.
Yes.
Oh.
Like he was like asking Cal and Cal was like, I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
I'm like, you know what? Sell me.
It's a full
Or
blown,
not
like,
sell me,
pitch
sell
deck.
yourself. Like
Sell-
sell yourself.
Yeah.
Like let's
Sell
Yeah, yeah.
let's
Like
let's try to sign
me.
me.
Yeah.
Hear him out.
That's funny.
Can
And
you be
then-
better than Abigail? Try. Let's see.
Let's
Try it.
see. As we're getting off on the bus, I was like trying to talk to the bus driver to like sign off on everything. I wanted to make sure he was tipped, obviously. And I was like, Heath, like, what can I do? He's like, Zane already told me to take care of it. I was like, what? This is my birthday.
But he wanted to dip though. I was like, sure, you still got another like 4. Like we're doing bar hopping because he knew that we were gonna go home, but he was so adamant, like, oh, can I leave now and then like I'll be good for the night? I was like, yo, chill, dog. Like you got booked for like the next 5 hours, and we're about to bring it down to 1 hour. Let's have some
slow down a bit here.
Yeah, that's not really fair. And like I'm tipping you well. Let's just.
I appreciate. Thank you for helping. Thank you for my gift. Thank you for all the things. It was very fun.
Thank you for our new Sunny Angels. That was really nice of you
so
too.
welcome.
I cannot believe I have a collection at my house.
What'd you get? Which one?
So on your birthday night, I got the strawberry.
Oh, that's a good one.
But when you walk into my house, I have like a little shelf unit thing that's got like a plant, and it's like right by my thermostat, and I have all of them across the front of it like this. The whole row just hanging on the edge.
I love it.
We converted him.
Yeah.
Oh, so sorry. Back to the bus though. You kept screaming that you did have a flight in 3 hours after you tipped Keith. Your Uber pulled up as you were literally like swiping your card.
Yes.
You got in your car and you went home.
You went straight from there to the airport?
No, I just went home.
Oh, to your house.
But I did stay up until the flight because we had a really early flight. Alisha and I were going to the Super Bowl, not the Super Bowl, actually New Orleans. I wouldn't even say the Super Bowl. We got a last minute gig with The Habit Burger. Mm-hmm. It was crazy because it was like very, very, very last minute. And we were just like, oh my God, should we do it? All right. Because in my head, like anything last minute, I full panic attack. Like I already start stressing.
It's stressful, yeah.
Normally I wouldn't take it.
It's the habit. The habit's amazing.
Exactly.
But we found out literally 2 days beforehand. Like literally 2 days before Friday, I was so sad because I woke up feeling so sick. And of course it's Remy's national holiday, AKA her birthday. So I ended up not going out with everyone. I just left from the dinner. But I was so proud of you because I was like, damn, Zane's rallying because I'm exhausted and I have to get up at 4 a.m.
Yeah.
So from my POV, I wake up and I'm like, okay, I'll just scoop him on the way to the airport because he doesn't live too far. So I text, I'm like, hey, I'm leaving soon. Don't get a reply. I'm like, okay, we're pulling up. I'm like, let me FaceTime him. Doesn't answer.
Was this the one where you... luckily, somebody called me.
Somebody called me.
Was I ready?
I called you.
I know. Was I up and ready to go? I just didn't see my phone, or like, did a phone call wake me up?
No, I literally then I call again, and I'm thinking, okay, worst case, I'm like, I know I have I could figure out to get into your house if I really had to, but I was like, I mean, do I leave him or do I And I was like, I don't know. So then I call again, not FaceTime, you answer, and you're like. Hello. Oh no, I fell asleep, and I was like,
"Oh, he just said he stayed awake."
So I got fully ready to go. I was like in my clothes, ready to go, and I think I had like maybe an hour and a half until I was gonna get picked up, and I was just in my bed. I was like, "We're good, baby," and then obviously I didn't set up an alarm because in my head I was like, I'm good. Like we're leaving in an hour and a half and passed. So if she didn't call me or like she could have left,
you wouldn't have been on the flight.
I'd have been up at like 11 a.m. Yeah, I was out.
And you guys flew in. Your flight was at 7 a.m. because you had to be there to do content like right when you got there.
Yeah,
right?
It was like as soon as we landed. I think they had us scheduled for like maybe like 2 p.m., 3 p.m.
So
to like film.
And in our head, we were like, okay, we're gonna land. I'm gonna I'm gonna have time to go to the hotel, put some makeup on really quick, and then we were gonna go do street interviews.
That was literally the plan. We were gonna go right on the street where everybody's like out. Probably drunk, just a bunch of football
Street's
fans.
crazy.
Bourbon, not on Bourbon Street. I think it was just like a random.
I
random
pictured a park. I don't know why. I pictured a park.
Yeah, she envisioned this like big green park. I was like, no, I was envisioning the streets.
And then they said that there was gonna be a bus, like a truck, like a food truck that we could drive. So I was like, oh my God, I have a vision. This is gonna be
through the park.
Yeah, I knew I couldn't drive that bus because I was still from the know was like, Alisha, you're gonna have to drive this food truck.
No, I wasn't going to. I knew he would. But then we had a little bit trouble checking into our hotel. Also, it was last minute, so all the hotels are booked for Super Bowl.
It's crazy that you guys had to share a room in one bed. That's crazy because they were so booked.
No,
booked.
We got separate bed. We got separate
insane
rooms.
Okay, Matt King.
Yeah, right. Cut that,
I saw people commented. They're like, Remy's like laughing, like giggling at this. I went.
Your fourth burner account.
It honestly took forever to check in. We were probably waiting in the lobby for maybe like an hour.
Yeah.
And a half. We were exhausted. And then and we didn't get checked in for like maybe an hour and a half, right? And we're sitting there, and there's this guy sitting in the lobby, and it's very small too, right? This guy's just sitting there, and all of a sudden he just starts rambling. He just no idea what he's saying, just going off. I think he was like drunk too, right?
Was he like a guest of the like he was?
I don't think he was a guest.
And then I found out he wasn't, but. He starts talking to me about food and something about the chef who's working there. And I'm just, you know me, I'm like, no way. But, oh my God.
But he kept on going, and we were all so tired. Like it was a lot. And he kept on going. It got to the point where me and Evigo were in the front, and we were just like, you have to do something about this right now. There's no way we can sit here.
The poor girls working the hotel were like,
no.
we're like, he's been here forever. We've been trying to like get rid of him. Like,
It wasn't like, oh, he's just being nice. No, this was like he was drunk, and
I don't think he was drunk.
there was something wrong. There was something right.
Okay.
It got to the point where it became an issue.
He was waiting for the chef of that restaurant because he said that he's a better chef than that chef. But he
no
came
way.
to make sure. He kept telling us we need to go experience New Orleans like food and cuisine.
Yes.
He was like, it's so much better here the way we do our roux. And I was like, my best friend knows what a roux is.
He was that type of person.
Yeah.
It was also you had to be there. Moment like us hearing us talking about it right now, it doesn't sound too bad, but if you were there, you'd have been like,
I can imagine.
this is bad.
Was
And
he loud too?
yeah,
Oh,
just
yeah.
everything.
uncomfortable.
And then
But
it
it
got to the point where we just had to leave. We're like, we're gonna get food, but we just really wanted to be in our room.
He's like, no, let me cook for you.
Yeah.
Just wait. I can. Don't go get food. I'll make it.
But he did tell me how to make a steak.
Okay.
Do share.
I kind of forget now because I was really tired, but he was like, this is what I do. And I did this. And then I put he was like, what did he say? Damn it.
I thought you like tuned at that point. I thought you tuned
I
him
mean,
out.
I clearly did enough that I don't remember, but he was like, this is how you do it. And you put this and then the whatever. I don't know. I'm just rambling now.
What if
But
that was the best? You just completely forgot how to make
no,
the perfect.
part of me wanted, I was like, I kind of want to try this steak now. But I
that's
was like,
good.
wait. But it worked out because then they kept pushing the time that we needed to meet. So we were like, okay, perfect. Check-in's taking late. I need to get ready. Then we can go do everything. They had like jerseys for us and stuff. So we were really excited. And then it just kept getting pushed.
And then they realized last minute, oh, they're sponsoring an after party for this, or like a pre-party for the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Right. So we're like, oh, okay. And immediately me, like Alisha was fine, but me in my head, I was like, a party? I was like, what party? I was like, what kind of party is this? Because in my head already, if there's a party revolving around the Super Bowl, who's going to be at these parties? Celebrities and influencers.
we're not at a park.
We're not within the people anymore. It's very easy to film with like just everybody else except for
Right.
celebrities and influencers, right? And then we find out we're doing this party. I'm like, oh my God, all right, I'd like, keep your cool, Zane. It's gonna be okay. And then we get to this party.
Not any party, the Sports Illustrated
The
party.
Sports Illustrated party. And we're like,
No, that's
oh
really
my
crazy.
God. And you know me, I can't do interviews. Like, I'm not good at interviews. So like, this is gonna be my first time really letting myself out there.
Right.
In my head, like I was already preparing mentally for football fans on the street.
Easy to talk
drunk,
to, draw.
Dying to be on
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah, dying to eat some Habit burgers.
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, yo, we got free burgers.
exactly.
Yeah.
We get there and we see the illustrated part. We're like, oh God. We're like, and then I'm so it's settling in for me. Alisha is doing everything she can to comfort. She's like, Zane, it's gonna be okay. We're good. We got
still
this.
trying to learn
she's,
what helps.
she's
I
already
feel like
pulling her
nothing
camera out. She's like, let's start. I was like, no, Alisha.
No, I have
get-
footage of him being like, stop.
Stop it. Put the camera down. Please put the camera down. Because I think she was just trying to open me up to like, hey,
Yeah.
let's just start filming. Let's just get into it. I was like, no, I'm going to get a drink.
We had a few drinks.
I was like, I'm just going to start pounding it down. I'm like 2 espresso martinis in. I have a couple
Just
more
for
drinks in.
context, basically what we thought was going to be on a park with strangers, we are now in a very secluded area for the Sports Illustrated party that you can only get into if you have credentials to go to this party.
Invited. Yeah.
Okay.
Like invited by Sports
And the
Illustrated.
entrance to where the DJ set is the truck that we're at. So anyone who goes through sees us. Oh, we were great.
Yeah.
It's just a big shift in what you had
Yeah,
imagined. I
but
understand
honestly,
that.
it's more me because I feel like any other influencer would have been able to bounce by then and be like, we good, baby. But me, this is like a first for me. But at least
saw-
you were great though. It was me that took
She
me
is
a little
adaptable.
bit. Yeah,
I'm
she
adaptable.
adapted quick.
The guy from Hamilton, I made eye contact with him. Yes.
Which
Anthony.
one? No.
Yes.
Your friend?
No.
Oh.
The hot one, the OG cast.
Oh, Anthony
She was freaking out. I was like,
Ramos.
who are you freaking out about? She's
You're
like,
like, cheater!
That's Anthony.
But you're hot.
She was like, Hamilton.
And I was like, who? And she's like, Hamilton. I go, oh, I literally I fangirl.
Well, also like
We should have pulled him in for an
Sports-
interview.
Anthony,
I
do you want a
feel as
burger?
though-
You want a burger?
I do feel like Sports Illustrated is like it's a hot party. To
I
go
know.
Exactly. We blended in pretty well with the habit because there was maybe like 11, 12 people at the food truck, like either with the habit, they were working for the
Okay.
habit, they were
Part of the
there.
team.
Yeah, part of the team. So we also were wearing the shirt, which really helped us blend in with them. So
Okay.
I don't think even people that
Camouflage.
that knew us walking by, I don't even think they recognized. They'd have been like, oh,
They weren't expecting
Well-
to see you guys in a food truck.
What was funny though is the jerseys were red and it obviously looked like we were Chief fans unless you looked close and it said Habit. So we were like, oh, this is gonna be interesting, you know. And then obviously legal wise, like we can't say Super Bowl, we can't say we have to say the big game,
Yeah.
we can't say a team, so we can only say red or green. But luckily we had a lot of people come up
Yeah.
who recognized us and then they were so willing to be on camera.
Yes,
Good.
the reason why we were able to get people on the interview is because there were fans coming
Like,
up.
we
We
didn't
would
really
not
have
be
to
able
go-
to get random people.
We didn't really have to like chase people down. Like people would come up to Sam and we're like, oh my God, can we please get you? Like
Yeah,
The
and,
content was so good though.
we recorded for 3 hours.
and we cut it down to a minute and
it
a
was
half.
great. My favorite was when you put the mic on the burger patty. That was really
Thank
funny.
you.
Oh, and the mics were peaked like half the time.
Yeah, the mics.
We realized.
So
It's okay. It worked out for like
no,
honestly for better.
We got lucky.
thank you because a lot of effort went to that.
We were editing that video from the moment pretty much we finished to all the way to the next morning we woke up and they wanted up before the game. We're like, oh my God.
Before the end of the game didn't happen. Thank God we had mics though because the speakers for the concert were like booming. So like it was so loud. It wasn't even the mic's problem. It was because we were yelling because of the music. So that's why it was peaked so bad.
and it's tough because music, a lot of brands don't want music
Right,
in the
right.
back of it because of copyright. So we're like doing everything we can to like try to separate the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it ended up being a hot mess and thank God that they approved it. So look out for our hosting gigs,
It
guys.
was so good.
Also, no notes. We
No
made
edits.
edits thinking that they were gonna say no to certain things, but they approved it. We're like, oh my, I don't know if this is because it's too last minute.
Yeah. So we're working so hard to edit this and we're like, we're about to like get booked more.
We might.
I'm like, our worst nightmare.
is your sizzle.
I know, this is ours. I was like, it did good. Like, oh no. But they were so happy with it. It was so much fun. The team was amazing.
Yeah.
It was just so cool just like meeting brands in person, especially one of the girls was like, oh my God, like I didn't want to say anything, but like I like grew up watching you guys and like
That's so
at the
cool.
end and I was like, no, like this is so cool that we grew up and like we were like
Yeah.
working together.
She was even saying like, we got you both because we're Zalisha fans. So like, we love the Zalisha
The lore.
I love it.
So we get done. We're super happy. We're like, we have access to this party. We should go to it. But also like, you know, I kind of want to just like go and explore Bourbon Street or something and like get outside. We go to influencer things all the time. So I kept thinking, oh my God,
We're also drunk at this point. Can't sit and edit drunk. So we're like, let's just
Enjoy it.
Let's just enjoy it. a little bit.
Enjoy it. Anyways, we decided to skip the influencer party because we went in, it was fun, but that stuff happens all the time. We're like, we want
We're also
a
there for a
real
long time, just
New
slowly.
Orleans experience.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like we want to go on Bourbon Street. We want to go and just like explore
Is
the
there
city.
the beads all year? Or
Mardi
is it
Gras.
only
Mardi
during
Gras.
Mardi Gras?
I think it's heavy during Mardi Gras, but because this was such a big event, I think they just brought it back because
Yeah.
they wanted
so
to bring
they
like
were
the,
like throwing the beads and stuff.
Because Mardi Gras
Yeah.
this weekend?
Yeah, it's March, isn't it?
oh, is
March?
it?
Next
Oh
week,
my
February,
God.
March, something, yeah.
Oh,
Or-
yeah.
Yeah, it's soon.
But they were definitely like when we went to Bourbon Street, they definitely had like people on the top all night just like throwing beads and
Yeah.
shit. So like they definitely like wanted to bring like the
They'd be like, flash your titties.
yeah. Like I was trying to get
Crazy.
beads. You have to work for that shit. They're like, we want to see your balls. I was like, what? For these beads? I was like, what are is there diamonds on these beads? Like, what do you mean? Just give me these beads. Also, they're so damn cheap and made so quick.
There's
that
also, like,
it's
so many on the floor.
It's leaving dye all over your skin and shit
yeah.
because they're made like just again really cheap.
No, I think you were just sweaty.
I want to
Right.
see your balls.
Did you
Let me
guys
see
eat
your
any
balls.
New Orleans food?
Any
He
gumbo?
No.
had beignet. I wanted gumbo so bad I didn't get any.
I want to try crawfish etouffee. Is that what it's called too? It looks really good.
Yeah, no, we just didn't have like
No
time to
po'
really
boy?
experience.
Oh boys.
No, poor boy.
We just pretty much ate at the hotel we were at, and
We found
but
a
the
good
food
spot,
was amazing,
Yeah.
incredible. Oh, we were like dying at the food. But we didn't get to have like the
Traditional.
Road trip.
Road trip. Okay, so we go to this one spot. We're like dancing, and then Zane's getting Jello shots, and then he tries.
Okay.
He tries to
I was
go
getting crazy.
He tries to go on stage, and then this guy like comes up and is about to like throw hands on him because he's like trying to get on the stage, and the girl giving
Well,
the
me and this Jello shot girl, we were vibing. She was like, I'm gonna give you Jello shots. I'm like, okay.
By vibing, it's him throwing $50.
That wasn't even my money, it was Alisha's money. She had to pull it out.
Zane, when
No,
Zane sees a girl that he thinks is attractive, he just gives money. No, she needs my money.
I go to pull out cash from my card, and I put my card, I'm like, $20, let's go. Insufficient funds.
Insufficient funds. And we're like, this is a sign. This is a sign. I happen to have $100 bill, and I never do. I was like, this is all I have. So then he breaks it at the bar, gets the change, gets more Jello shots. And I was thinking about how the last time you got Jello shots.
In New Orleans, specifically, I woke up and it looked like a dog that had swallowed a bee. Nose that were like the square jaw.
I'm sure it's just the shit they fill those tubes in is just poison.
I want to know what's in there.
Yeah, I bet it's not good at all.
Was it a cup Jello shot or the syringe?
It was like the syringe one. Yeah. We bar hopped for a little bit. A lot of characters out there. But the energy was up, though. Everybody on that street, it was wild. Everybody was like really having fun.
And then we go to this smoothie place, right? Because we're like, oh my God, there's like this smoothie stuff. And then we go in there, and then Zane's talking to this like.
At like 2 a.m., you try to get a smoothie?
It was like
alcohol. Yeah, it wasn't like a plant protein smoothie.
Jamba Juice.
It was an alcoholic slushy. They have them like literally every 100 feet. There's one. Yeah.
What's the one in Fort Lauderdale?
Fat Tuesdays. They pretty much have that every 100 feet. It's like something where you have to stop at because they just have so many of them.
By this time, it was already like the third time we've passed once. We're like, okay, like we have to see
stop.
it. So we go in, and then I hear Zane saying he was gonna buy everyone slushies.
With what money, babe?
With my insufficient funds.
Okay. So I kind of overhear that, and then I'm talking to Abigail, and then we're trying to figure out what we want, and then Zane kind of like leaves and starts talking to Abigail, and I'm like, Zane, you can't just tell people you're gonna buy them stuff and then leave. Like that's so rude.
No.
So I go up and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I apologize for him. I'll get it. So I get everyone's. It's like a group of people. I like get everyone's order.
Wait. I'm sorry. You told everyone in the store that you'd buy and then you left?
It was a big group of people.
I don't think I obviously didn't do it on purpose, like maliciously. I think it was just like either an accident or I was
distracted.
Yeah, I must have gotten distracted or something.
I also
obviously
was drunk
didn't do it on
enough to
purpose.
think then I had to get everyone.
I also don't
You know what
remember
I mean?
her paying for it. Like I was like drunk, so I don't
I was
remember
like,
a lot.
Okay, yes. I'm sorry. I tuned out for it.
No,
like,
but they were
I'm back.
all those girls were so nice. There was also a few guys there. I think were they from, there was a guy from here or something. I remember there was some weird connection. And so everyone gets their drinks and whatever. And I'm like, okay, fine. So then I pay. And then we're there for a long ass time. There happened to be pizza to the left. I remember. And we were like, oh, that looks good. But we didn't have any. And then I'm like waiting to go. And I look and I see Zane at the counter. And I like go up.
I don't remember. I definitely was out by this point.
And the girl, I'm not kidding. He's like reaching over and he has this huge slushie. The girl working there is like, no, you don't get it. This is, what was the word she used?
Oh, she said,
she looks at me and goes, I'm worried about him. Like,
she pulls it back. She's like, no, girl, watch him. And then
and then you're like, no, I think I tipped her really well. So she like gave you extra, but he wanted more or something. And she was like, no, trust me, you'll be good. And then whatever she held up, I didn't even recognize. Like it was definitely some alcohol that like.
Yeah, it was like, she did hold up a random bottle. It's like, I've never seen that in my life.
Moonshine.
I just think that they, like all the alcohol that's in those Jello shots, I think it's just like extra
just poison.
shit.
It's the most low quality.
And it's like, I think the proof and all that is just high too. So that's why like they just want everybody drunk.
Did you finish
over there.
the slushie?
No, I did. I think I probably had a couple sips and like put it down somewhere.
I thought you were gonna say it was like the plastic.
We all shared
like,
it.
Fake.
Oh, we all shared it. Okay.
I thought it was gonna be like the display one. Like, no, you can't have it. You can't have
the
it.
display
Like,
one.
Well, you don't understand. It's not real.
We're there for a while. We're bopping. We go to like different places and dance for a little bit. By the time we start, we're like, okay, we should like leave and go to a different bar or something like out of this area because it was crazy. Like it was crazy.
Yeah.
So then at one point, speaking of Zane in a bush, there's a bush. And then we were like, ha, remember when you're in a bush? And he was like, no, this is how it was. And then he just falls
And I just go into the bush. I'm like, this is exactly what I look like in the bush.
And the whole time I'm filming this and I'm like, I get it. It kind of looks comfy. Like if you're gonna lay somewhere, like it kind of like I kind of get it, you know?
I like went really deep in this bush. Like I'm heavier than I like always think. So like I go in the bush, I'm just.
It's a plant. Like it's not like it's like
it's a plant.
It's a plant. Like
Zane thinks he could run on top of trees.
Yeah.
Oh no, I think I could run on top of anything, which I was doing.
I have been privately shown through my manager a video of you dumpster diving.
Didn't know all of our
diving?
teams are just sharing private content like this
That's
of
what you
each
get
other.
when you join a management company that reps Alisha and I. We are
Interesting.
all knowing.
Okay, so we were right before getting to our hotel. We're like, all right,
trying
one
to
last.
go to another bar and like it was kind of hard to find one. And by this time it's like 4 a.m.
Yeah, we're like, it's time to go home. We have to wake up early. We have to not only start editing, but we have to hit this flight and like continue this. So we just see it was such a beautiful architecture.
Don't we?
There was a big dumpster, this long big gate thing
cage.
that was holding in a dumpster, right? And and it just like, you know me, I'm
It looked
crazy.
inviting.
A few drinks, I'm like, I can climb
I'm so
anything.
crazy.
Is this how you feel with me when I run?
I'm Tarzan.
No, because you run on flat ground and like you would never jump into
I
a
run
dumpster.
up.
He likes to climb.
Yes, I
That's
run up.
crazy.
I climb. I start climbing this thing, and again, I feel like I'm better at like I have more balance when I'm like sober.
Equilibrium
It's
is
Not
it's
sober,
the
not sober.
Not
confidence.
sober. Yeah, it's the confidence. I climb up. I open it. Right.
The floodgates are
let
open.
the floodgates open. I'm doing my thing. I'm ready to go down from the dumpster, right? So I'm like, I walk, I'm like, boom, boom. And then I didn't realize what the top is made out of is like just rubber. So I'm walking to the middle and soup, I fall right in between like a
No.
I literally almost
like a pair of cheeks. I fell right through. Sobered up quick.
You fell into the dumpster.
Wait.
Yeah, you have to.
I
show
caught
the video.
myself. I caught myself, but I felt air. I did not hit trash, but I know that like all the sides were filled with trash
It could have
juice.
been so much worse. Imagine you fell and just like goong your head on the outside. Like it
know.
could have been really bad.
I know, Remy. I get crazy. I
No,
really
we have
do.
to thank God.
Okay, this is
Thank
him
you,
trying to get
thank
money
you,
out of the
Lord.
ATM. Insufficient funds.
I look like a big baby when I'm drunk. Like I just like
look so happy.
My body goes from like normal to just.
Just the video of after each other, it's like $0 and then dancing. Okay, so after that we called the night. We went back to
I
the
think it's like
hotel.
called
After that-
911.
After that, I think we were like, okay, it's time to go.
Yeah, it's time to go. We got to go to sleep. We have a big day tomorrow. Very big day. That was it. We all went to sleep. We woke up, went to the airport. We were just editing the entire time. We were
But
like,
that's
no.
when we found out the audio was bad. So we were like, oh my God, what do we do?
Yeah, it was like really
And you left your
rough.
laptop.
You left your laptop
No,
at the
no.
hotel?
This was the one trip that I just didn't bring my laptop.
Oh.
And I always bring my laptop. This one I just felt like I was like, you know what? I don't need my laptop. But it didn't hit me that like we needed to edit this video and upload.
Doesn't bring laptop to a work trip.
Yeah, no, I know. It was crazy. I bring it to every other trip though.
I'm gonna leave my work at home.
Every other trip I do. No, it's crazy. But we ended up just like both editing on her laptop. We just kept like
No, but
passing it
anytime
back
I
and
would try,
forth.
he'd be like, Alisha, you're taking too long. We have to get this up. We have to get this up. We have to get this up. And I was like, I know, but we have to like cut it. Like we have to like look. And then the whole way on the flight, I'm like looking over and he's editing, but like the way you edit is so slow.
Yeah, like,
so
she has
I
like
kept-
all like the cheat codes, obviously, but I edit like I'm on
He's
Big Monkey.
like to copy, he'll go file copy. And I'm like biting my tongue because I'm just like, oh my God, I could do this so much faster.
Yeah, that's funny.
You're also
The
sleeping
cheat
though.
codes, the keyboard
I did
shortcut.
sleep. Yeah, I did sleep a lot.
No, she has
The
like
life
cheat.
hacks. She knows all these crazy life hacks.
Rosebud.
That's so funny.
No, I was definitely doing it the longer way, but
It's okay. You had the vision.
All in
Yeah.
all, it was amazing. The content was great. I hope
Yes.
that you get booked for more gigs.
I hope so. Oh my God, T. So when we got back, we were like, we have to get this up. So there was a few voiceovers we did to go over the clips that were too cut, like really bad.
Oh.
So we finessed,
yeah.
but we got it.
Yeah.
Very good job.
It's movie magic.
That's yeah.
Immediately we flew it, we landed and went straight to my house. We're like, we got to finish this, and we kept on cutting. And I think by the time we were done, they were like, you guys can post tomorrow. We're like,
Sometimes you need that pressure though.
Yeah.
I know.
But it was like-
I'm glad that like they still pushed it because it gave us time to like do little details that like we missed. And
But it was really fun.
Turned out good.
yeah.
It's really fun.
You
And
would have
yeah.
never known you fell through a dumpster.
Never. Yeah, no, we hid that pretty well. All you saw was us, professional. We
Working.
worked and came right home.
We're working late. Professional in and out.
And that's it.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, Rocket Money.
I'm sure everybody else can agree with me when I say the idea of signing up for a subscription because you get like a free trial or you're interested in something and then you forget to cancel it. I do that all the time. And seriously, thank you so much to Rocket Money because they have saved my life. I had no idea how many subscriptions I actually had, sometimes even double. I had no idea and it saved me so much money.
And if you don't know what Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps you find and cancel your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings.
You can see all your subscriptions in one place and know exactly where your money is going. For ones you don't want anymore, Rocket Money can help you cancel them. Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts.
And you can easily create a personalized budget with custom categories to help you keep your spending on track. See your monthly spending trends in each category to know exactly where your money's going.
And you can get alerts if bills increase in price, there's unusual spending activity, or if you're close to going over the budget. The new goals feature automatically saves money for you so you don't have to think about it. You can pay off your credit card debt, put away money for a house, or just build your savings. Rocket Money makes it easy.
And Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. They automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save. Then you can ask them to negotiate for you. They'll even deal with customer service so you don't have to.
So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/basic today. That's rocketmoney.com/basic. rocketmoney.com/basic.
Thank you so much, Rocket Money, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you. Also, I don't care about like if people post like, go ahead. Don't worry about like all the stuff that I'm posting anyways is going to be filmed, so I'm not going to get it back for a while.
Per se, it won't be an unplugged wedding.
No,
se.
it
Per
doesn't.
se.
That really doesn't bother me. Like if somebody, you know what I mean? I just never really cared. Like if somebody gets something up before me,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be so busy with Mariah during the day. I probably won't even see pictures until the next morning.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, feel free, film as much as you want, enjoy it, enjoy the entire day. Yeah, post whatever you like.
I'm so excited. I
It's
genuinely am
I
so
just can't believe
excited.
it's here. It's so crazy.
It went by so
It
fast.
flew
It's
flew
really
by.
crazy. I feel like Mariah and I were just talking about like ring shopping.
I feel like we just went on her bachelorette.
You're so right.
True.
Wait.
The club night.
We went to high.
Oh, I was like, she had a bachelor. I don't remember that.
Wait.
Yeah, it was
Wow.
the same
But yeah,
weekend
no, that
as
was
yours.
Questions? What are you most nervous about?
Oh, I think just making sure we get our photos together with our photographer, because I had told you that we're not doing a first look.
Yes.
So we can't do like the photos and everything like beforehand. So we're doing, you know, when you walk down the aisle, you see each other, and then we're doing our photos right after that during cocktail hour. And the sun is going to be setting around that time. So I want to make sure we get like our shot together right after. That's like one of my biggest concerns.
Well, good thing we have the Alex Earl light, so you make sure you have that for after the wedding, so you do your first look while it's still sunny outside. Yeah.
So that, and then also just making sure that like nothing goes wrong for her. Like I don't want her to be stressed or like worried about anything and like having to use her brain at all on the day. Like I just want her to like relax, and then
I'm honestly worried about that too, Heath. I've been
I
thinking
know,
about that. I'm like nervous. I just want Mariah to have a good time.
I don't want
at
her to
this.
like panic and like be trying to solve problems like on the day.
Oh, well,
Like, I just
luckily
want-
she has.
I was gonna say you need
We're
to put us in
working.
contact with her
Yeah.
sister, and
Yes.
we will handle on the grounds, of course. And her sister and the bridal party can handle inside the suite.
Yep.
You guys should like write letters to each other since you're not doing a first
So
look.
that's what we're thinking. So we're gonna do like
I love that.
written like note vows to each other.
Yeah.
That we're just gonna give to each other in
Are
private.
you doing like the notes app? Should
Yeah.
do the notes app and post it.
Right? Okay. No, I have like
On
a
your
little.
story, you tag her.
But do it in the cursive font, Heath. Like cursive.
Okay.
Like, the tag.
Do it on PicMonkey.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be cute.
But yeah, like I have like a little journal that I'm gonna write in like the night before. So we're, you don't spend the night with each other. You have to be.
Yes.
So I'm gonna be up all night in bed with my feet kicking back.
Oh.
I love how
Wait.
traditional you guys are doing everything. I
Thank
think
you.
it's so beautiful.
Are you staying
Thank
in
you.
the hotel room? Are you staying by yourself the night before the wedding?
Yeah.
Okay.
You each have to have your own rooms.
Okay.
the night
Wait, I have a
before.
confession. It's so funny. Like maybe a month or two ago, Remy comes up to me. She's so serious, and she's like, "Loshi, like I'm like, this is a big deal. I don't know what's happening." And she's like, "So I decided that I want to spend the night with you the night of the wedding." And I was like, "The night of the
the night
wedding.
of the wedding.
like the night." I mean, of course. Sleepover. She was like, "It'll be so good. It'll be a sleepover." And I was like, "What?" And she goes, "Oh no, the night before the wedding." I was like,
That's
"Okay."
funny.
I was like, "Love Cal," but I think he was.
We got a whole life together, though.
No,
We
no,
got
no. I
years.
was so confused.
And Loshi, I want you to vlog the whole night. And it'll go up on the page.
Like the one person I'm gonna want to see is her. Like when I'm stressing and like we're freaking out the most the night before.
It's
Yeah.
good to miss each other. And
Yeah.
then like, oh my God, my favorite thing during a wedding is always like, obviously the bride comes down and I'm like taking it all in, but then I always look at the groom
Yep.
and seeing
Please
them
don't look
cry.
at me.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm
all. That's what everyone does.
Like,
Nobody ever looks at the way they look at them.
like
They
it
look
makes
at the
my heart
husband.
so happy.
Oh, I'm gonna cry just
I-
thinking about it.
Another big fear. I'm scared I'm gonna faint. Like when I'm standing up there waiting for her to
Oh,
walk.
make sure
Don't
to
lock
eat.
your
eat.
knees.
You gotta
Bend the
eat.
knee.
I know.
Yeah, bend the
Uh-huh.
knees.
Knees
We'll
and
bring
knees.
some protein
Is-
bars.
yeah, yeah.
Alicia and I are ready.
Oh
Yeah.
no, like
I've already texted Mariah. You've texted
You,
Mariah
I
a bajillion
picture
times.
you guys both with
We'll
like
have
like
walkie-talkies.
emergency satchels, You're, like sifting through different snacks, liquid IVs. Just
No.
I should have the
yes.
new brews like a Red Bull girl, but like with new brews.
Stupid.
You
I'm
have
gonna
it, like-
ask
like-
my
no,
planner
you have it, like, where
because
the-
he has
the
like a
straws through
bag.
the sleeve.
I'm gonna text my planner right now.
You have him do last minute help for Heath and Mariah.
He's so
Yeah.
great. He would. He actually came on pretty basic while you were gone.
I cannot wait to hear that episode.
It
That's
was-
really funny. You brought the wedding planner on as a guest.
He's amazing. And he honestly gave like such good advice. And I will say one thing that really stuck with me is I asked him, what's like the number one thing that you feel like couples regret the most? And he said specifically photos. He was like, if there's a photo that they want and they didn't get. So
Yeah.
like the important thing is planning. So, and over communicating with the photographer and
I
everything.
feel really confident with our photographer because we're
Yeah.
using Max, the person that did the Basically Unfiltered like shoot before we made the podcast at like that estate, and like seeing what those like I'm very, very excited to have him shoot our wedding day. I think they're gonna come out beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
going to be insane.
Also, take as long as you want because Rem and I will be the entertainment and make sure no one complains. If anyone's like, "This is," I'm gonna be like, "You can leave."
We'll do a podcast episode.
We should.
Zane starts like tap dancing, like
Yeah.
trying to like
Oh.
distract.
Heath, I'm a good performer, especially
Oh,
just
I
get
know.
a couple drinks in me, and I'll sway a whole room.
Another, not fear, but something I'm thinking about because I always look at this at other people's weddings when there's young people. And then obviously there's a lot of elderly people, like watching their faces throughout the night, like at people getting like crazy and like inappropriate. I'm a little worried about our friend group because I know we get crazy.
They should be worried about me.
I picture like panning over to my grandma and she's
Well, I think the music is gonna help because I'm sure the music is you guys like are picking exactly. It's very hard to be too inappropriate.
yeah. So we have all censored versions.
No, but like in my head,
They're
I
all
like
Kids Bob covers.
Yes.
like you're not playing like wet ass pussy on the dance
No,
floor.
we're
You're
not.
not. So
We're
like
not.
I feel like that's gonna help it not looking too crazy, right?
And my question is, how drunk do you want us to get?
I want everybody to just have an amazing time. So whatever you feel your
Heath, don't say that.
good limit is.
Don't say that.
We are here for you. We are at your disposal.
For
what
you.
you need for us to
Like,
do.
do you want Zane in a bush?
I won't. No, I will. I won't be in a bush.
You want
Look.
Zane on the frozen lake.
No.
But I'm doing.
Frozen
Look,
Lake
no,
is a
I've
no.
already told myself
He brings
that
ice
I'm.
skates.
I'm
At midnight, he's just out there on the frozen lake.
Christy Yamaguchi.
Who?
Christy Yamaguchi.
Who the hell's that?
Like one of
an
the most
Olympian
amazing,
skater.
figure skaters ever.
Oh, I knew that. What I was gonna do is I was gonna take a look at your guys's. I think Mariah's side more because they're a bigger group. I was gonna take a look at how they're doing at the bar, and then play from there. I'm not gonna look at my friends. I'm gonna look at like Mariah's family.
I think just like read the room, and then
read the room.
whatever you do, don't get to the point where you can't make brunch the next morning.
Understand?
That's the only thing. It's only from 8:30 to 10:30.
Yeah,
That's so early.
8:30 a.m. was a little crazy, but I'm gonna do my best to get there at 8:30.
I'm gonna sleep in my glam.
I was gonna say I'll sleep.
But-
in
I'll sleep in my glam.
I have
might not even
shuttles
sleep.
running every 30 minutes. So 8:30,
Well,
9,
we'll be on the property,
9.
so we really have no.
Oh, right. You guys are
excuse.
staying
Oh,
there.
don't worry. Remy will
Perfect.
call us a PJ to get to the brunch on time.
Yeah, right.
Don't you worry. Don't you worry.
We're going T Swift to that brunch.
It's 5-minute flight.
Not even. You have to like go backwards.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. I'm also so excited because it is a destination wedding for a lot of us. And there's something so fun about a destination wedding and like going with groups of friends and having to like, because I didn't experience my first destination wedding, I think it was actually Matt's wedding where I was like, oh, this is so fun because there is so much downtime and like exploring the city and doing fun stuff. And we are going to the mall.
The mall's gonna be insane.
Oh
I'm so
my
excited.
God, I'm
we
so
have a
excited about
good
that.
group going too. It's gonna be really fun. We're gonna ride the roller coasters. It's gonna be
roller coaster.
There's like 5, and there's a water park and a ski lift. We can go snowboarding if we
I was
want.
planning on
but we're
bringing
not
my,
gonna
like,
break our
goodie
foot.
bag.
I was gonna say yes.
True.
But if you
Actually,
do, Cal will have.
I did call the American
I need to
Dream
borrow
Mall.
your
Yes,
boot.
yes, we do have the wheelchair lined up and ready to. Well, actually, it's first
Remy
come,
had to
first
call and
serve.
reserve it because he can't just
Well,
show
no,
up.
it
with
was first come, first serve.
Ah,
so
first
it's not
come, first
reserved,
serve.
but
Okay.
we will be getting there early, and
Good.
we will be getting a wheelchair for Cal because his doctor advised that he should not be walking.
Okay, cool. So he could ride the roller coaster because he's not walking.
Yeah,
on
he
it,
could
right?
ride roller
So we get front of the line.
Oh, he should.
Oh.
My mom was like,
should.
"You should go to Disneyland right now."
Good.
I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I'm like specifically stressed about.
The music.
So
Playing on time.
We did make sure we filled out all like the forms and everything for the DJ for like what song gets played at what time, when
Yes.
like the time stamps to do it. And then we also filled out the must plays and absolutely do not plays for
Yeah.
the night, which was really fun going through like. I hate this song so much that
Yeah.
it'll ruin my night if
Can
you
you
play
give us
this.
a
What is
few?
that? Can you name some songs that you just absolutely hate? You cannot
on
stand.
there we put on do not play party rock anthem.
Oh, I agree.
That's a funny one that I wouldn't have even thought of
Just
that
like-
one to
just
not
like-
play.
Just when it comes on, you're like you're still doing.
Sorry for
Oh, party rocking, king, king,
I think
king.
I think we specifically put no LMFAO in general.
That's such an interesting. I'm surprised you even thought of that one.
I mostly put that as like an umbrella to like show this type of music.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
got it. Like a.
So it's like if
alright.
he knows like I don't want party rock anthem, he'll probably be like, okay, then he probably doesn't
Won't
want
like
anything
this.
along this style.
Yeah.
Yes.
Bring it back now, y'all. Boom.
Yeah, yeah, we
One
put-
hop this time.
We
Oh.
put no Cupid shuffle.
Especially when you know you're like, oh, now I have 4 minutes. Like you're like, oh, I've played this
Or
a
wait,
long
what
time.
is that
too.
one that you just sang?
It's the smooth
Cha-
to the left.
cha-cha slide.
Cha-cha
Cha-cha
slide.
slide.
Yeah, or the Cupid. I like
that
the
one
Cupid
you
shuffle.
really hear at every wedding. Like at most
Every
weddings
wedding.
I've been to play that song.
And then I always get frustrated too because then it comes on and like nobody really wants to do it, but everybody's like, "Come on!" They're like pulling.
But Heath,
then
the
you're-
elderly
They
like
do
that
love
song.
that.
You got to think about the older people too.
No, they like electric slide.
Last time we talked, you weren't sure what your first dance song was going to be. Did
we have it locked
decide?
in. This isn't coming out until after, so we're doing "Be More" from Steven Sanchez.
Yay!
Amazing. Are you gonna have them sing it?
We are.
Beautiful. Amazing.
Are.
Oh, that was our present.
Well, she was out of town, so you have to tell her what they were between.
oh yeah.
We were going through probably like a handful of like 5, and we played the song like on our speaker in the living room, and we just danced to each of them in a row to see
Honestly-
like
Oh
what
my
felt-
That's
gosh,
so smart
man.
though, because it's like, which one does it feel right?
Yeah, one of them was the acoustic version of "Die with a Smile." That was like one of the top contenders. We really like it, but okay, this is another thing. So Mariah's a dancer, and everybody leading up to this has been like, cannot wait for you guys' dance. I know it's gonna be good,
There's a lot of
and
pressure.
like everybody's expecting like this performance, and we both didn't want that. We wanted it just to be easy, normal things like that. Like we're not doing this whole choreographed thing with like the
Yeah.
the lifts.
Our
and
friend
like,
did something like that. Not crazy, but definitely something like that. And she had a nip slip, and it was
no.
yeah.
Incredible.
But yeah, we didn't want anything like that. We just wanted it to be like casual, laid back, no like big performance thing. And that song felt kind of performance-y to me. Like when you hear that come on, you're
Especially
like,
Bruno,
everybody's gonna be like,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
yeah.
not gonna be that. Say you won't let go or whatever.
Say you won't
I think that's it.
let go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Or no, not that one.
He has that other really big one.
The one where he's like talking about like 4 kids on both knees or whatever, and it's like the whole like
sorry.
it's just like this whole song that's like very like deep lyrics, and there's like just like a
But just too much.
lot to it. But it's a
If you guys
beautiful
want
song.
to like do your dance to my song Boom, you absolutely
The acoustic
can.
version is actually very lovely.
I don't
there
mind
will
it.
be a moment during the night where you're gonna have to get up and perform.
That's fine. Like, look, whatever you guys need me to do, I'll do it. You know, I might not like it in the moment, but I know it will be worth it. Worth it for y'all love.
Thank you. And then there was like other Steven Sanchez songs that we really, really like, but like the lyrics are like they like broke up and they were like separated, and then they saw other
Yeah, you
people,
don't
and then
want
they
that.
like knew while they were with somebody else that was the. I'm like,
To me, I wouldn't even listen to lyrics. I'd be like, this sounds really romantic. Let's just use it.
right there.
Fuck what I said. It don't mean shit now.
But yeah, so we were just like, okay, this is like obviously not us, but we went with Be More.
Also, you had mentioned that Die With a Smile is like becoming a big wedding song.
is.
And then we were
It
saying
is.
like the Christina Perry Twilight
Yeah.
song, or like the Ed
Thousand.
Sheeran Thinking Out Loud. Like those become like, they're beautiful, but they're very like of the time.
Yeah. But the songs that we didn't choose, we have throughout the night at different times. So we could like still
Oh,
like
yay.
highlight those songs.
I love that.
But they're just not our like first dance song.
I love. Everyone comment. Congrats.
Thanks, guys.
Everybody
A
comment
dove
Mr. and
emoji.
Mrs. Hussar.
Yes.
Or you can go go the original route. You and Mariah sing an original track
Ooh.
to y'all's dance.
Nobody wants a Lonely Christmas.
Lonely Crew, yeah.
You never know.
You never
You
know.
never know. I just can't believe it's here. It's so weird. Like you think about this moment your entire life.
I'm gonna sob.
I'm gonna be a wreck.
Tissues added to the list.
Remy and I are gonna have our fur coats. We're gonna
Wait!
open it, and it's gonna like.
I love that
everything you
idea.
can do.
Did you guys get fur coats?
I have. I need to make sure I have one.
I was thinking
that's
about it. I was like, I know I'm not gonna wear it. Like I know I'm gonna like walk in with it and it's gonna be on a
gonna go
hanger
in
and
a
I'm
coat
never gonna see it
closet.
again. So I'm just gonna do no coat. Just my suit.
I don't have a fur coat or anything like that.
Yeah, it like kind of hit me. I was like really thinking about it. I was like, I don't think we're gonna be wearing this.
But also my jacket that I have is like a tailcoat, so it's like longer, and I don't know.
say,
It'll
like,
keep the
suits,
it'll
though,
keep the
have so
back of
many,
my
like,
back of my
layers.
legs warm.
Next episode, you guys, we are going to be recapping because we'll be back from the wedding. And be sure to check out our Patreon again because we are vlogging the whole experience, and
Yes.
it'll be like you guys are there at the wedding as well.
Yeah,
You
I'm-
won the Danimal sweepstakes and get to go to the Hussar wedding, which is very
And we're
exciting.
gonna pick one of you to go to Heath and Mariah's wedding from the Patreon.
Yes.
After it's passed.
Oh, we could talk about it now that the wedding is over. Zane, should I say that everything got leaked?
Oh
Is
yeah.
that
Yeah.
is
Did
that
we ever?
okay?
We never mentioned that.
Because I
Oh
didn't
no,
want
we.
I didn't want people to like
Look.
start digging.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Is it
yeah.
okay to talk
Yeah,
about?
for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
We can cut it too, but it's fine.
For like this was like maybe a month or two ago. Actually maybe longer. Our entire wedding, all the information, every single detail, the ceremony time, the attire, the reception, where it is, the brunch the next morning, every single detail got leaked online because of AI. I was full blown panic. We first found out because we got an RSVP. It was the first one, and it was from Zane, Todd, and Danielle that they wouldn't make the wedding. They
And it wasn't only that. We left there was a comment attached to it saying like, "Good luck, we not going," with a peace sign. And I saw that. I was like, "Oh, this must have been a really weird joke from either Danielle or Todd." I was
Yeah.
like, I could
So-
see them doing that.
We called them immediately when that came in. Like, did you guys just RSVP that you're not going? And they were like, no. So I was like, okay, that's really weird. So we went on Google and we just typed in like Heath and Mariah wedding, and the Google AI bulleted everything on there, and it had the link to like.
And it wasn't like password protected, nothing. Like you could see like just all
That's
the
the thing
info
about AI
on it.
We
because
were
it just takes
freaking
all
out.
the information. It like scours the internet, finds the information, and brings.
freaking
So there
out.
wasn't a password before that.
Right.
No.
Okay,
yeah.
got it.
So then we like did the password, and then we reached out to the Knot to have them like scrub any sort of information that like possibly got out. But yeah, we were
Yeah.
freaking
But
out.
if y'all want to check out all the info now, password's cannoli.
Stop.
Have fun, y'all. RSVP. See y'all there. I'll be taking pictures all night.
But yeah, so we were really worried about that. But we have extra measures to, for security and everything there.
Oh,
so.
I will be there ready. Post the
Period.
Anybody comes in.
Do like
Taking
a
selfies
good.
with everyone. We're like, what the fuck?
My wall goes down after a couple drinks.
Zane over here just kicked another one out.
He's charging admission.
Right?
But I'm pocketing it.
So stupid. And then people were like messaging like, I know where it is, found it, blah blah blah. I'm like, oh no. It's not like a huge deal or anything, but
But it just takes
just violating.
one like bad person to like find it.
yeah.
No, I'm like that's why we all get scared. It's not you're not scared of like somebody like
Here goes my dark thoughts.
No, it's under control. It's under control. We're
No,
fine.
we're good though.
fine.
We got security. I already called the top security in New Jersey. We good.
I already called up
us
the
a PI.
top security.
Top security. I'm excited for you to look back on this episode one day, though, which is
Yes.
really cool.
The
Our
next
kids
time
are
we
gonna
record.
watch this.
But yes, you check out the wedding on patreon.com/basically unfiltered. You can get all that with a ton of other videos. We've been posting so much on there. We've been having so much fun on there.
And you can also currently watch Zane being canceled on our
Oh,
Patreon.
I'm being canceled for the first time on Patreon. If you guys want to join in the train, everybody is completely annihilated. Choo choo, hop on, baby. We decided to do a makeup voiceover for the girls. Not my idea. This was their idea. So we
I'm
took
just
advantage.
so jealous you got Heath Rem.
We didn't even plan that though. We watched the
But,
episode. Or
you
the
know,
video
I was
as it
gonna
was up.
do you, but he was like, "Oh, I'll do Remy, you do Alisha." I was like, "Okay."
Okay.
What were your thoughts, like from your perspective when you watched it, of his voiceover of you? Were you upset or unbothered?
I did have a feeling of like, oh, this is our fourth fight now? Third fight?
Oh, we fought. We're fighting about this.
Well, yeah, right now we are.
Oh, now you are because of the comments. Oh, so you go with whatever the comments say. Okay, got it.
Yeah, I was kind of offended. I'm not gonna lie.
No, you weren't.
I
You
was
weren't
like,
offended.
oh, so my lashes look like whores.
So my ashes look like horse lashes. Got it.
You say horse or
Horse.
No.
I thought you said horse.
I thought you said whore.
No, I said whore lashes.
Okay, no, horse. I thought no. I thought you said whore. I thought right. I thought right now you were saying it was horse.
you, but like I changed the word.
He keeps saying we. I was so
I know.
sweet and supportive to
Oh,
Remy.
really?
so
Oh,
much.
Yeah.
oh no! Don't worry. I'll nitpick the ones you made fun of Remy for. I'll find it.
Oh no, it's fine because everyone's pointing out all of yours.
I know
They're not pointing
exactly.
Out
No,
Heath's.
they always point out
They're-
mine, but you know all of Heath's.
No,
It was
it's
so- it
just,
was okay.
No, I actually wasn't offended at all. I thought it was hilarious.
It
I
was
really did think it
funny.
was funny. But Heath's being so like cutesy nice to
It was
Rem.
like a gentle push and
yeah,
pull.
and then it
A little stab here and there, just a little
bit.
poke.
It's like,
Yes.
oh, I'm putting on blush to make sure that my cheeks are just flushed like an apple, like blah, 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 blah. And then it's like, cuts to Zane, you're like, yeah, I'm just looking like a fucking skeleton, so I need to add some more contour.
The contrast, because it was next to each other, like it was just so apparent, like
Yeah.
between the two. of
Crazy
you.
difference.
Yes, it was crazy.
I mean, I did ask if you guys wanted to see it before, and you're like, nope, push it.
It's funny. I didn't know you guys were doing things that like you.
It's a troll.
Yes, I had no idea. So I'm over here thinking you really put raspberries on your face for
Every
like
day.
a little bit of like red touch, and I'm like, yeah. And now I'm using my raspberry.
My favorite was
The
the cocoa
cocoa
powder. I know you.
Yeah,
It was funny because you didn't know where I was gonna put it, so you're like, and then I
Where do I
pick it up.
No,
and
my
then
favorite-
I forget where I put this.
My favorite was like, I smell so good. Like, Cal just can't stop kissing me.
But yeah, I had no idea you guys were like trolling in that. And the butter knife.
Yeah.
I thought that was real. The butter
I
knife.
100% thought that was something that gets done.
Which I was worried because butter knives are not like straight. They're kind of a little curve on them. I'm like, I'm surprised she's using a butter knife. I'm surprised she's not using a ruler or
Wait,
something.
I have a funny story that goes with this. Get ready with me. And I cut it out because you know, in your head, you think it's this crazy experience and you watch the footage back and you're like, oh, whatever. So I did the eyeliner trick, which like this was a life hack years ago that like 5-minute crafts vibes, right? Where you take a match or a lighter and you warm up your eyeliner.
Oh, that's a thing.
Yeah, that was like a thing, but like no one does it. But it was like a hack for years ago, right? So I'm like, I need like a match or something, and then I like find one. Oh, it was the Wicked one that you got me.
Oh, the witches. Oh,
yeah.
the matches.
So like I'm like trying to light it, and I light it, and then I do it, I blow it out and whatever, and then like 2 minutes later, I'm still getting ready, and I see smoke out of the corner.
No.
My trash can.
Oh
Caught
my.
fire?
It was just smoking, and it was definitely like could have if I didn't notice it more.
Could you see it on camera?
No, I literally I see it. I'm like, and I was like, oh my god. So then I go, I look, and I see it's smoking out of my trash can. So like the hot match was just melting the plastic of the liner.
Gosh.
Got it.
So then I take it and I like throw it in the toilet, and I was like, that could have been so bad.
Oh, I wish you left that in.
No, it was
Damn, that's
so
really
bad.
funny.
I
That's
forgot you
really-
told me that story, and I was watching it all for the first time when it was posted, voiceover and edit. And so I was like, I forgot you told me, but I remembered watching you like throw the match, and your face kind of like you cut it really fast. But I remember being like, oh, I hope like the match wasn't still hot, and then it just cut, so I didn't even think about it. But that's
It was still
so
hot.
funny.
And I like
God.
I was like, oh my god, yeah.
I'm like picturing her recording, and she's just. Just imagine the smoke going.
My favorite was when you held the lemon and the butter knife, and you're like, this would have been a thumbnail, and I was like, oh,
Right?
I had a moment. I really did. That would have
In
been
my
a
head,
thumbnail.
I was gonna edit a thumbnail, and then I got too lazy. But yeah,
When I saw the color, I was like, I think Alisha meant to do something with
you
that.
could tell. I was like,
And then I was like,
I thought it was great.
Yeah.
that was good.
I was gonna say, I think it's interesting that every time you guys play us, you just immediately start bickering with each other.
I died at the comments being like, of course they would make Remy and Alisha beef.
That's
Every
funny.
time they're us, it's just like we fucking hate each other for some reason.
I also heard the Alisha voice, Heath. Alicia. That's not that
It was
funny.
weird hearing Heath's Alisha voice over
Remy,
Remy. It
yes.
was like confusing.
Okay, well, I have to go print 300 cards with everybody.
You got a lot of work to do.
And pack and get ready because we're leaving first thing in the morning. So on that note, I'm gonna go bust my ass with Mariah.
Wait,
yeah,
I was
go.
just thinking you should leave a spare key just in case
It
Good idea.
crossed my
someone
mind,
needs
yeah.
to grab something from your house.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's gonna be something that
Yeah.
we're gonna forget.
And then it's like, oh no, what about the key? You know what I mean?
Yeah, and
Yeah.
good thing you have like 2 days to like see if you're missing something.
Yeah,
because we'll all still be
that's
here.
true. That's true. Okay, well, thank you guys for tuning in to another episode. Also, make sure to check out our Patreon, patreon.com/basicallyunfiltered. We have a bunch of good content, the wedding vlog, everything, and yeah, we'll see you guys soon.
Bye.
Mwah.